Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for the evening of August the 17th, 2020. And thank you, Ed. So, how's everybody doing tonight as I follow up on emails here? Yes, I've been home for a long time. Everybody waits till I get on the air to start sending me messages. Woohoo! How exciting. Ooh, I heard something. What did I hear? I heard an Ed.
Yes, Mom, you heard an ad.
Yes, by the way, we have some garbage signal for just another... Yeah, that should be it.
With?
Hopefully that'll fix that problem. I was uploading a YouTube video and it was scheduled to end at 8. And I'm like, yes, it's 8:01 and it's not done uploading. Gosh darn it. But hopefully that will fix the problem. Yay, that looks like it fixed the problem. So apparently I can't upload YouTube videos while doing a live stream. And last week when we were uploading dozens at a time was just messing up the signal royally. But they're all uploaded, yay! No, that's not true. Most of them are uploaded, yay!
Congratulations!
Thank you. Pi did a huge number of them, so thank you, Pi. And how are you tonight, Ed?
Happy.
Did you have a good nap?
Maybe I had planned to have some nap, but somehow I got totally sucked into the game somehow, and I found, first of all, have I told you about my lower deck bridge officers already?
Of course you have, yes, you have indeed.
Yeah, that now I recall what sucked me up into with that is I made in my German community page, I built the hint page and hint message about the rainbow tribble.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it would be smart to make an English version of that too, because that might not be really simple somehow.
I think that would be a great idea. Everybody does know about the rainbow tribble, right?
Yes, of course it would be, and everybody should understand cuddle and spread the rainbow. That would be the subtitle I chose.
I should change it. Hold on. I should change the title of tonight's episode to that. Let us change it to Spreading the Rainbow. There we go. We have changed tonight's show name to Spreading the Rainbow.
Plus, of course, made just a show off picture for my lower decks crew. So it was. I will give the picture to you too, so you know what I made. And when I start making pictures, it's like me and a sandbox. Just enjoy and happy play, innocent and warm.
I'm so jealous that you get to do that, Ed.
Listen.
I mean, I like what I do, but oh my gosh, to be able to stay and play and do the fun things, I'm totally jelly. I should go and win the lottery just for that.
I want a spoiler. Okay, I did not intend to have it with a spoiler warning, but okay. So when you click on the spoiler, it will just show the picture I made about my lower deck bridge crew.
I will go there in just a second. As I zip through this race, having way too much fun.
Indeed.
Life is short, have way too much fun. Okay, did you put it in Discord?
Yeah, personal message.
There you are. Oh my gosh! That's an awesome job. That's really
that
good,
is
Ed.
the USS Claritas as I fly her.
All right. Ed has thrown down the gauntlet of awesomeness. You guys have to attempt to do the new guys. Hi, Mar Hawkman. How are you? Hey, Mar Hawkman was going to join us in the stream if he wants to. I think we're in a live stream. At your leisure, of course, sir, if you don't want to do it tonight. But he has the old Klingon ground map, if I remember correctly from what we were talking about earlier. Ooh, that wasn't a good thing. I made my Discord go away. There it goes. It is back. There's my Discord. Yeah, we're in the open stream, so if anybody wants to jump in and join us, just stay on topic.
Okay. Not exactly. See, remember how you guys ran that mission where it's a trashed version?
Of which one?
One of the Fecklary missions.
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, because what I was going to do is basically just do the tour guided version of what all of the pieces of rubble on that map used to be.
Okay. So let me think which mission it was. It was one of the morning ones we did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
you
would
and
be
Captain Cuddles.
Yes, Captain Cuddles. Hang on, let me turn in this mission. There we go. Okay, so that was episodes. The Fakiri Return, and so that was the one on the home planet or on Kronos.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Yes.
that's Gates of Grethor. Or Blood of the. Hold on. It's not Afterlife because that's the one that's bugged and we're on the barge. So the first one is Blood of the Empire. Strange energy signals herald the return of the Fakiri, and your crew must fight to defend the homeworld. Think that sounds right?
That was on
Sounds
Connors,
right,
and
yeah.
then we came to Shotty. But I look into Captain Cuddle's logbook.
Well, we did all from, except we weren't able to complete Afterlife.
This is hilarious.
But-
I did these missions so long ago that the game forgot I did them, so it has them all as unstarted.
Oh. Yeah, that does go back a ways. Well, they're all replayable, with the possible exception of Afterlife. So if you want to join us, we can go down there
Oh yeah.
and see which
Oh,
one
of
it
course.
is.
Let's see. Fortitude. Um. Oh, also, I'm doing this on the only character I have that's old enough to have actually seen the original version of the Kona's ground map.
Wow. My tunes are old enough, but I don't remember it at all. So this will be interesting.
Because back then I only actually had one a KDF character.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's this guy.
Okay, well, I've invited Captain Cuddles to a team. There you are. But, oh yeah, you're KDF. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, which mission shall we undertake then to see if we can see it?
Let's see here. So is it Destiny or the other one?
Destiny was the bugged one.
No, Afterlife is the bugged one.
Oh yeah, well, Afterlife is the one we actually go to the Barge of the Dead.
Right, and there was something where we couldn't get to the barge, remember, Ed? It was bugged up in space.
Yeah, for clearing mystery.
So it would either
Afterlife. True.
Yeah. So we can do Blood of the Empire, Destiny, or Gates of Grethor.
Well, Gates of Grethor, that's the one where you fight Molor and his
Right.
demons. So that's not there.
So-
Straight Blood of the Empire.
Okay, so we're going to try Blood of the Empire.
It says something or other about defending the homeworld, so...
Well, we can try that one. If it's not right, we can drop it and go over to Destiny. How's that?
Alright, go to Norg system.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm awake.
Well, that's a good thing.
Well, no, I haven't been sleeping a lot lately.
Well, that's a bad thing. So we are on our way over to the Norg system. Once that joins us. Norg system, yeah, we are looking at an old mission. Hi, DT, what the heck are you doing over there instead of in here? Hi, Satalia Workshop, how are you? I have beamed in, so whenever you gentlemen are ready to join, let me know.
To Norg.
Is this that or KDF?
This is KDF. Do you want to join us?
Of course.
Okay.
Always happy to do so.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we can just wait to spawn.
Yeah, we haven't started yet, so it's on Vex when you get there, right? Or are you going to take a different tune?
Yeah, it's going to be on Vex.
Okay.
She's the only KDF 65 I have.
That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, also, with this character, I still have my original first officer.
Wow.
Who is a large Gorn named Taylash.
Aw, Gorns are cute.
Mm-hmm.
From a T-Rex view, of course.
They're like posable action figures. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
Okay, I enter system.
Okay. Mm-hmm. The mission is Blood of the Empire, so you can transwarp to us and come on into the Norg system.
Okay. I'll do that in just a minute.
And don't forget, we all should team up to do that really difficult Universal tonight.
Oh, yes. Incredibly difficult.
Like we haven't been dancing on Risa, now we have to dance on Nimbus, too. Why not just make it easy and let us dance on...
By the way, we are all different levels. Maybe we should match Kefba's level.
Okay.
What is Kefba's level?
65.
I'm 65 as well.
Captain Cuddles is not.
And what's the name of it again?
It is Blood of the Empire. In the Klingon arc, it's the Fakiri Returns, so the third story arc, and it's the first story in that one. I haven't even looked at the new ones. Hi, Duffy, how are you doing? I have not looked at the ships yet.
Okay. I'm obviously looking in the wrong place.
Okay. Regular episodes.
Yeah.
The third arc is called The Fakiri Return. Mm-hmm.
In progress.
Maybe I got Romulan missions.
That's why. Yeah, this is.
Oh wait, hold on. You're playing an ally. You can't.
Yeah.
You have to fly to the Dorg system manually, and then it'll give you a prompt to enter the Norg system because of the fact that this is a mission that only true KDF players are able to.
You can ride along with us, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, I got it, and I'm headed there now.
Okay.
Oh, I apparently I successfully shared it with you.
Oh, good.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
I'm entering the system now.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Klingon battle group ahead of us.
I don't think I ever shared with you that I have elite Orion fighters on here. It's so awesome. They steal components from anything that I'm fighting.
Oh, slavers. Those are great.
So I have critical components. I have all the regular
also,
stuff that you use for duty officer missions.
As
just all over
as a Romulan, it sometimes bugs out missions if you are doing like quest interacts. Killing stuff is fine, but like talking to people and stuff,
right? Yeah.
Sometimes causes it to bug out.
Okay, how about if I just do all the interacts then?
Sure.
Okay.
Just make it in one spot and then... But go kill things as much as you feel like killing things. Kill to your heart's delight.
Ooh, they updated this. It used to actually show you the hideous mug of the guy flying. I
saw the episode of The Valiant last night. It was a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. I thought I was going to be able to see the USS Valiant and how it's a stronger version of the Defiant. Very disappointed.
Because you didn't get to see the ship?
Well, no, I got to see the ship. It was the exact same thing as a Defiant. It didn't look any different. It didn't act any different. There's a whole bunch of inexperienced kids running it.
Oh wow! And it's using tortured soul pets. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, this ship uses tortured souls too. So, very sweet. There they are. Still looks like a bunch of lionfish to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's killing to
Warp
be
to
done.
Praxis belt already?
No, kill some more things first.
Okay.
I'll wait on the team.
Because I'm asked to accept.
I've accepted, so when everybody accepts, we can go. There we go.
Oh, I was smashing the key, trying to pick up loot. Oops. And then when the team map transfer button picked it up, I automatically accepted it because I was trying to grab it. Oh well.
This afternoon of the trip, though, had Wolfie get on, and she got the artifact scavenging.
Yeah.
And I had to take her to the 4 that I know of. She kept insisting they weren't there. Every time she said it wasn't there.
And it was
turned
there.
out to be exactly where I said it was.
Yep.
You showed her the map, right?
There's so many maps out there on the web, so you can find them all. She can find them all. Just has to memorize where they are.
I mean, I made one of the maps personally, so.
Are you the one who put the extra one on there?
Yeah. Well, so this was the first version of the event, and I was just like scrambling to like find all of the points, and apparently I screwed it up. I think I just I was putting things on the map and accidentally put one of the markers a little far north of where it actually was supposed to be.
That's fine.
Right to Gino Roaster. So, are you like selling coffee outside of off of your ship, or is there?
It's what
some kind
he
of
uses.
Policy that he uses?
I swear he did it because he has to. I'm not awake in the morning when we play, so that's to wake me up. Or am I incorrect, Ed?
I lost track.
I was saying the Rectigino roasters because I'm not awake in the morning.
I just wanted to know if you were selling anything on coffee.
We have to be nice to Ed. It's almost 2:30 in the morning for him.
I'm not mean to anybody. Okay, I can't say that. I'm mean to a lot of people, but nobody in this fleet.
Okay. One thing I love about these older missions, look at the little details they've got on this station here.
Oh yeah, they it's the same basic station design you see a lot of Klingon spaces, except that this one's blown to smithereens.
No. I mean the pistons are going up and down and in and out and left and right and
Oh
that
yeah,
fun little
moving
detail
parts.
stuff. Moving parts, yes, the technical term.
So the stompy dudes and the turning whatchamacallit?
Yeah, those. I like it.
Stop with the technical jargon. Give me a
As I drive into a rock here.
Yeah. One thing I mentioned to people when they're like, "Hey, why don't we have collision damage while flying?" I'm like, "Have you seen how many insignificant specks of dust there are that would kill you?"
Yeah. Details.
But I did see where they got the Jemadar Dreadnought from.
Oh.
It was in that episode that I was telling you about.
Ah.
And beam to surface.
Beam to surface.
Net.
And I was rather impressed.
Oh
Seriously,
yeah.
you're just wearing a
Did you
loincloth?
see my Gorn first officer?
Nice.
Yo.
No.
Guido is mine. I have
I know.
seen the Borg lady. Oh, that's Vex. Okay.
Yes, facts. She's rather
Well, whatever. I guess we can just go with
choosy.
Anyways,
It's a Talia workshop, except for special vacation one.
actually, you know what?
Vacation ship.
They
From the
recently
next one?
announced a new bundle.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. So we can pull up the specs after we run this mission.
Well, the only thing I've heard about it so far that's interesting is that the Fed and KDF versions are nearly identical, except for the Fed has the crappiest cloak game, or KDF one has the crappiest cloak in the game. Or one also has winged in addition to regular.
I wondered if I could handle these guys.
Cut out the tribble. Ha! Even here, the rainbow is bright.
Have you
Okay,
seen
so-
my new bed?
This particular map,
The holographic carousel?
Okay, so we're taking a tour here rather than doing a
it
mission per
used
se.
to be. Used to be that the only thing you actually did on this map was basically just beam down and walk in the door, because
There's a
you
tortured
didn't
soul
really
over here.
you didn't really have anything that you did here
Mm-hmm.
as like a mission stuff or like social zone stuff.
Dying faster than I can get to them.
Yeah, I know. The NPC allies are actually doing a good job of killing them. Oh, hey. Anyone want a titanium rock?
Not really, thanks.
Okay, so, but, yeah, you would beam down, and there may or may not have been one or two NPCs you could talk to, but mostly you would just, like, go inside the building.
So this is a tour, so don't hit the map transfer yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But, you know, players, when they visited Kronos
I did
as
find-
a KDF character, they would beam down to here before entering the main social zone area, and they could like walk around and at least look at the plaza, even if there was nothing to do here.
That's really interesting. I mean, it's really nice. But I don't remember this other than in missions. It's in this mission, and there's in a later one also.
And somehow
So
I
when do we
ended
start
up in a
letting
different
Ewoks
instance.
into the
guys.
KDF?
Oh, did you switch maps?
Well, apparently I delayed. There's something. Hold on, I'm gonna beam up and beam back
Okay.
down. See if
Very manly looking Ewok you got there.
Oh, right. Now I have to fly to Kronos to do the mission. Oh well. Anyway, I think their recent touch up of the Klingon assets has actually filtered backwards to this, as old as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of those assets you see used in other places too.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I'm hearing the entire conversation.
I think you're lagging a little bit behind us.
Hmm.
Well, I think I'm hearing everything that you're saying, but I just don't think I'm hearing anything that Ed is saying.
Right, I'm not seeing that there. Let's see if I can get it off cryptic.
Huh.
No?
He's again in the headquarters.
Okay, let's go ahead
So
and let's enter the headquarters
Yeah.
then.
Oh, yeah. Sure. All right, you see you guys now. Oh, and my bridge officers are here too. Well, that's nice.
Oh, that's okay. Then we get to see your Kling or your Gorn.
Yeah, the first officer wasn't one of them. Down. Oh well. Anyways, this is. I think this was the area that they had the bridge op trainer NPC standing. This is one of the ones that I had the hardest time remembering what it was for because it doesn't have a whole lot of context clues.
This one, if I remember right, is, labyrinthine would be the word. I have gotten lost in this section a couple of times. And that I do remember from way back in the day. There's an area where we've got a staircase up.
Okay, so this one over here.
Mm-hmm.
This, if I remember correctly, was where they had the exchange terminals.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you can actually see the consoles that would be for the exchange terminals, just like sitting around and stuff.
Oh yeah. No, those are boxes. Sorry.
Yeah, it has a bunch of boxes too. Well, also this version of the map has a bunch of junk added to it that wasn't in the original social zone. All right, so this main area here. Where'd everyone go? All right, there you go. All right, up the stairs here. Anytime you wanted to talk to Jempock to turn in the mission, you had to go up these like 3 or 4 ramps.
Oh yeah, back to the days when they loved the ramps. Oh yeah. I think I do remember this.
Then you go in here and see, this is another thing I was mentioning about how they added a bunch of random junk here. Is that there's a bunch of like power generator assets and computer consoles that weren't.
Yeah, but I could see where they could have used
social.
this for social zone.
Because this is where Jempock's chair was, and where you would talk to him when you were turning in missions. This great hall area here is actually nearly the same in the current one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things where they use the geometry from the old map when making a new map. In the social zone, these doors would open, and they would have these small side chambers. I think some of the quest NPCs for other than Jempock actually lived inside the side chambers.
Well, that's not that different from the new one from the second one.
It's just that the current one has a more elaborate system of side chambers.
Hi, Phoenix 76. How are you doing tonight? We're taking the grand tour of the old map.
Oh, a Dijar. Yeah, I don't see that. Okay. So, Tell Jim Hawk to go away and wait.
So where the hell are you guys?
We're in.
We're in Jim Hawk's office.
Turn around the other way, Vex. There
you have to
go
go
out.
all the
I
way
was
upstairs.
in that room.
Okay. Come on up the ramp there. Did you find us?
No.
Okay, hang on. I'm going to come find you. You went down one of those side corridors?
I was in the first room that you guys were in.
Hang on. Okay, freeze. Don't move. Okay, so you got down below us somehow. That's interesting.
Yeah. There is a that room we were in earlier that I was talking about as being where the exchange stuff was.
Yeah.
It's actually directly below the grid.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get Vex out of there.
That's fine. I think I figured it out. There you go.
No, Vex is here with us.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Okay, so now to continue the tour, we are going to go to the bank area.
Wow, I love this. I don't dislike the current one, but boy, this has got some nice touches to it.
Oh, this door is broken. We can't use it. Such a pity. Anyway.
Somebody broke a door. Not paying for it.
It was not me.
We didn't do it. Ooh, and the statues have fallen.
So here is the challenge floor where they would have the ground combat mini tutorial for the KDF players, and you would have to fight a Klingon with a bat'leth while standing on top of this giant logo.
Be like Gamester of Triskelion, where you have to only land on the colored spots.
I don't remember if this door actually did anything. You can see that there's something on the other side of it. I don't remember what that was. May have been where they had like the medical officer or something. I'm not sure.
Holy crap! For some reason you were muted for a while. I apologize. It was not intentional. I swear.
If I remember the actual social zone in this hallway, there was a series of consoles in the middle of the hallway that, oddly enough, is not on this version.
Oddly?
Well, they added a bunch of junk to other rooms for this, and for some reason removed stuff from this one. Okay, this is the area where in the current one it has the bridge officer trainer, so this might be where they had that in the old one too.
This seems to be bigger than the current one, though.
It had a bunch of rooms and hallways that the current one doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
See, here's the thing. This door here, when in the current one, when you open it, it goes to that other room we were just in.
Ah. Come on, Guido.
See, in the current one, the medical officer is in a small side chamber.
Yes.
Here.
Right.
But when you look at the map, there's nothing on the other side of that door.
Okay.
So, I think that's something they may have relocated. Let's see here. There's a broken on fire statue of Jim Hawk. How nice.
Well, he deserves it now.
Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, this version, the shipyard was a separate thing. You can actually see the shipyard on the map when you open the map and look to the left. There's that detached piece of map. For some reason, I was thinking you could walk to that, but apparently not. Well, the version of this map in the Foundry, that's actually something that's attached to the rest of the map. And
That's interesting.
zoom in,
sure.
then you do see actual ships, but from just with holographs of Federation ships.
Oh, this is the
That
barracks.
is an interest. Oh, wait a second. That's actually. That looks an awful lot like a copy of the Federation shipyard area from old ESD, because you can even see the Federation carpet.
Hold on.
Zoom in and you see blue carpets.
Yep, yeah, you can see the blue carpets, and you can see the ships sitting in there. And that's definitely not a Klingon ship sitting there.
Okay, so let's see here.
Or maybe it's our trophy room.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay, let's go back this way and look at that room under the Great Hall.
Okay.
Or council chamber, sorry. That's the word I was looking for.
That would be a nice, dirty riddle picture.
Oh, wait, this is the one we were in earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you can't get to the other room that I was thinking of. Yeah, this, because one of the rooms, has a bunch of things where you basically they're standing around selling stuff, because you know how on the maps it has the people who sell commodities and stuff like that. Well, one of these rooms on the lower area was dedicated to that, and there's an entire wing that we can't get to because all of the doors are stuck shut. That's unfortunate. Oh well.
I can stick my head in them.
Yeah, but since it's like a winding hallway, you can't act. You can only see what's directly on the other side of the door, and then you, well, you know, it's just the hallway. Oh wait, also when I look at the mini map, I can see where there's the doorway in the hallway, but there, I can't actually see the room on the mini map.
No.
So, that's unfortunate. Anyway, though, yeah.
I know there is a kit module that permits kind of teleportation, and Sorry uses it a lot to get outdoors walk on ESD and the like. So maybe that might work here if we had it. But
yeah, you have to like aim through the gap in the door, I think, when activating that, because it doesn't want to put you inside solid objects. So, but it might put you like standing on top of the box on the other side of the gap. It looks like they actually left off that room completely in this version of the map, though.
Well, there's a hallway there, but that's the hallway that leads back to the room we were just in, which is blocked off.
Yeah, and if you look at the map carefully, you'll see this section of the hallway where there's a door.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the room was. It's just that you don't see anything else there.
Okay.
Yeah, so this version of the map is apparently different than the version of the old Konas ground map that was in the Foundry, because, well, obviously the Foundry version didn't have all the battle damage stuff, and you know. Anyway, though.
Hey, Duffy,
I guess
tried.
Good for the tour.
That's still cool.
Mm-hmm.
Come visit the burning wreck that was Kittimer. Again.
This is Cronus.
Sorry, Kronos. My bad.
I have to say, one thing I like about this is that even in the really old version of the map, it had that floating burning embers effect.
Yeah.
You're standing on the flaming statue of Jim.
Yeah, but not taking any damage. But there we go. Look cool. Stand up there.
And all of my bridge officers decided to stand on top of it.
Oh, of course they did.
That's right.
But you're not taking damage, so
Alrighty
it's
then.
okay. I tried to shoot the door, Duffy. It didn't work.
Yeah, they didn't do destructible doors in most missions. Alrighty then.
Shall we
Yes,
beam
that-
back?
Yes, Jim Park to Park Quanas. Yes.
That was it? That was easy.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the relatively early missions in the story arc, so
Yes, it is.
oh wow, I actually got an accolade for that.
Yay!
I know I've done that before.
All right, I'm going to go back to Risa just for a moment. If anybody would like to join me, we're going to go point out all the spots so that next time Wolfie's on Frost, you can show her all the spots.
She was mostly bullying me, so I don't know how much I want to help her.
You know what, I'm going to break up the team here, so if you don't want to join me, you don't have to. There we go.
I'm right
Okay.
at that.
But if you want to join me, that's cool too. Maybe we should do a mission together tonight. Oh, does anybody have any TFOs they need to do?
I have to kill a dreadnought, but that's it.
And there's a drunk Jemmy here. Come on, dude. Take your Ketracel. It's okay. No one will think worse of you for it. All right. For those of you who play the game.
Someone mind inviting me,
Oh, sure.
so I'm on the same advisory. You're on 22, I'm on 17.
Anybody else want to join me? Ed, would you like to join me with... You don't have to. You know where they all are. But you're welcome.
I'm all. I think it's definitely too late for me today, especially as I have not had my nap. So sorry.
That's okay, Ed. Thank you so much for being here. It was a pleasure as always.
Okay, I say good night, and yeah, we will speak after sunrise.
Okay. Well, not here. It'll be way before sunrise here, but after your sunrise, yes.
So good night.
Good night, Ed. Get some sleep. Sleep well.
Indeed. Nighty.
Night, night.
Wait, hold on.
Would you like to join us, Mar Hawkman?
You
You already know where they all are, don't you?
Well, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, come on down here. Frost and I
Yeah,
will
I could.
show them.
Well,
All right, so
I'll
we're
talk to you guys later.
All right. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for giving us the tour. That was way cool.
You guys have fun.
Thanks. You too. Okay, Frost.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one. This is one spot right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's one. We'll go up here. There's one right here.
Okay.
I hope all of you out there are paying attention because there will be a test at the end of the class.
I have a bad memory.
There's one right here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do the outer edge first. There's one right over here by these beach chairs. Right behind this guy. There's one up here. So that's the west coast. Now, we're going to cut through this little spit over here. This one can be a little tricky to find sometimes. But it's generally right in here.
I lost you. Wait a second.
Pardon?
I lost you. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. You have to go through this little spit over here.
Okay.
Okay. And the one over here does migrate a little bit, so it could be anything from about here to approximately here. So if it says you're getting close but you can't find it, just move a few feet and try it again.
Yep.
Okay. Next one. Is here.
Okay.
I have to make sure I've got all my artifacts separate from my horgons. Artifacts, artifacts, artifacts. There's one about here.
I've always found it, the 2 times that I've had it out here,
There's that one.
Like, right, I think it was on this rock.
No.
Does it migrate at all?
There is not one on that rock. It's in
There's
the sand.
one on this thing that you're on.
Yeah, there's one on that pile of sand, which sticks out like a sore thumb. You can tell it's obviously something that was added later. But yeah, the other one is buried in the sand over here. It's on this one here. So, like I said, right in here, somewhere between here and here.
Okay.
All right, next one. This is one that throws me sometimes because, again, it's really close to another one. So we're going to come over here. And right here in front of this tree. Oops, let's bounce off that wall. There's one right about here.
Where did you go?
Come up here. Over here to your left. And up. Up towards the mountain a little bit. Here, I'll go up high. See me? Where'd you go?
I got you.
Okay. So come on over here. And it's right about here where I'm standing.
Okay.
Up here on the top of the peak. Well, not quite on the top of the peak. Right about here.
Okay.
And down here past the lighthouse out into the sea.
I know about this one.
This is one that's actually in rock, so. Then we've got a couple inland, but only a few are inland, which is pretty interesting. And folks, if I've missed any when I'm done, let me know. Okay, this one's across from the first of the fire pits back here.
Okay.
So it's right here. And then the last one is also across from the fire pit, but it's in this little section going out towards the water. And it's right on this little bit of no grass right here.
Okay.
And that should be it. That should be all of them.
Sticks out like a sore thumb there.
Yeah, they actually all do with 2 exceptions. The rest are pretty easy to find. So, oh, I already picked up that mission. Oh, well. Can't do it twice in a row. Did I miss any of them out there, folks? Okay, so let's take a break here for a second. And cross-faction support carrier bundle. Starting August 20th, 4 new support carriers being made available in the C-Store. Upgrades of much-loved Federation and Klingon ships are joined by all new vessels in the Dominion and Romulan ship lineage. These starships will be available in both non-fleet and fleet variants. This release marks Star Trek Online's second ever bundle with starships from our 4 different factions, and the second time a T6 science carrier has been sold in the C-Store. Quite an exciting opportunity indeed. Special introductory pricing discount. From August 20th at 8 a.m. PT until August 24th at 10 a.m. PT, you can get these ships for 2,400 Zen each when purchased individually, or bundle all 4 ships, 4 fleet ship modules, and 5 master keys for the price of 8,000 Zen. Thereafter, they will return to their normal pricing at 3,000 Zen when purchased individually, or 10,000 Zen for the bundle. Fleet versions of each of these starships will unlock upon completing your Fleet Starbase's Tier 3 shipyard. The standard fleet module discounts apply if you have already purchased the ships from the C-Store. Without further ado, here are the stats on the exciting new starships. The Kaitian, or Kaitian, or however you want to say it, Kaitian Aspero Support Carrier. The Aspero class support carrier is a powerful upgrade to the Atrox class platform. The carrier is capable of adapting to multiple roles thanks to the flexibility offered by its massive twin hangar bays. As is necessary to command so many small craft, the starship features immense networking and sensor capabilities. All of this is contained by a potent structural integrity field and substantial shieldings. So Tier 6, blah, 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 blah. 3 in the front, 3 in the back, 4 device slots. Stations are 1 Lieutenant Commander TAC, 1 Lieutenant Commander NG, 1 Commander Science, 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal Command. Consoles are 3 TAC, 3 Engineering, 4 Science. Base turn rate, 5 degrees per second. Not impressive. Let's see what else we've got. 2 hangar bays loaded with Kaitian Stalker Fighter Squadron. Hangar bay loaded with Kaitian support frigates. Abilities for the carrier are quick deployment, armored hull, reactive shield technology, advanced shield systems, and the starship trait is relaunch and repair. For our Klingon friends, we have the Vokdul support carrier. The support carrier, I'm not going to say that twice, is a powerful upgrade to the Volkuf class. This carrier is capable of adapting to multiple roles thanks to the flexibility offered by its massive twin hangar bays. Hey, that sounds familiar. Although, like any Klingon vessel, it was designed with a strong inclination towards combat. As is necessary to command so many small craft, blah, 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 networking and sensor capabilities. All this is contained by a potent structural integrity field and substantial shielding, and hidden as necessary by a powerful cloaking device. So we're looking at 3 and 3 for weapons once again. It looks like the same officer stations: Lieutenant Commander Tactical, Lieutenant Commander Engineering, 1 Commander Science, 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal Command, 3 Tactical, 3 Engineering, 4 Science, 5 degree turn rate, blah blah blah. Can load dual cannons, cloaking device. Starship trait is also relaunch and repair. And the Universal Console is High Energy Communications Network. I forgot to check what that one was. The console is same on the Kaitian. Interesting. For our beautiful Romulans, we have a not as pretty ship. The Renorder. I have no idea how you say that one. Support carrier is imposing, powerful carrier. Warbird. Let's see if we've got anything else. Same specs. These 3 are virtually the same. Yeah, we're looking at the same specs on that one. And then, ooh, Jem'Hadar, Vanguard Support Carrier. Okay, that's pretty cool looking. Similar specs. Vanguard Wingman Ship Mechanic. Okay, yeah, it looks like all 4 have about the same. The high energy communications,
wow. What? The support carrier looks badass.
Yeah, doesn't it look nice? That is really pretty. For 2,400 Zen, I might consider it. I think I got enough Zen. Come on, Zen. Yeah, I got 9,000. I can do that. Okay, so let's look at the console, the Universal High Energy Communications Network. When activated, this console sends a massive burst of sensor and targeting data out, ranking up your hangar pets and disorienting all nearby enemy starships, disabling them temporarily. As it remains active, it will continue to enhance the communication networks of yourself and nearby allies, granting significant bonuses to ship combat capabilities. This increased networking also aids in gaining enhanced targeting locks on nearby foes, making them more vulnerable to incoming damage. The console additionally provides a passive boost to aux power and starship structural integrity. It can be equipped on any console on any starship. And the trait is...
Did you read below that?
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm going to do relaunch and repair. When this trait is slotted, whenever you activate a carrier launch ability, the cooldown of your captain abilities will be reduced, and you and your carrier pets will receive a substantial boost to hull regeneration. Are you talking about the new support frigate hangar pets?
Yeah.
In order to better enable this new line of support carriers, the new line of frigate pets was developed to aid them in their role. These powerful vessels are sturdy in their own right with substantial defensive armaments and a wide variety of abilities. As expected, the Romulan and Klingons outfitted their new support frigates with cloaking devices. Cloaked frigates, cute. When it came to armament, each shipyard stuck to their traditional weapon types: Tetrian for Kytians, Plasma for Ramis, Disruptors for Klingons, and Polaron for the Jemmies. However, the overall design is shared between the various craft. Owning the... okay, so each one is unique to it, and availability from Starship equipment vendors. Restrictions are any full carriers, 2 beam arrays in the front, 1 photon torpedo up front, 1 360 beam aft. That's not bad. Scattering field, fire at will, polarized hull, viral matrix 1, transfer shield strength 1. And on the support frigates has hazard emitters 1 and suppression barrage 3. And on the elite, we're looking at 2 beam arrays up front, beam bake up front, photon torpedo up front, 360 beam in the back, scattering field 3, fire at will 1, polarized hull 2, viral matrix 1, transfer shield strength 1, hazard emitters 2, suppression barrage 3, and sensor scan 1. Sweet! In addition to the all-new frigate pets, each of the starships comes equipped with an all-new squadron version of the existing hangar pet. Unlike normal fighter pets, each fighter launched is actually a squadron of 6 fighters. As each hangar bay can deploy 6 squadrons, each hangar bay is ultimately responsible for up to 36 fighters. These new versions can be purchased alongside the non-squadron versions in the same manner, with additional copies of the normal versions available for energy credits, advanced for dilithium, and elite available through your fleet, with the exception of the Scorpion fighters, which remain available through Romulan reputation. You can see if there's anything different besides names. Okay, starship variants, nothing really interesting there. So yeah, if you've got a couple bucks to spend, sounds fun. Sounds fun. Let's see, we've got a quiet night going on tonight. Everybody's chilling. So I hope everyone's having a good night. Let me get some water here. It was getting hard to say. My mouth was getting stuck. So, what do you need to do for your endeavors?
I just have to kill a dreadnought.
Just one?
Just one.
That's pretty easy.
It's the common endeavor.
Well, let me jump to my other tunes and see if somebody needs to do something. I'm going to do this race, though, first. Because why not? Risa is supposed to be my vacation, and sometimes I don't get a lot of chances to play it.
have to say, I'm learning so many things about this game from DS9.
Actually, the game has a lot to do with DS9.
I mean, I saw, the Horga.
Mm-hmm.
Horga. I learned about that.
Well, you learn about them in
really
TNG, too.
With Quark carrying them around and stuff, that really put a whole new spin on it.
That Quark.
And I learned about how stupid Worf is. That was something that was kind of new. I mean, he demonstrated himself as being just another Klingon, as though he was thinking with his heart, he wasn't thinking with his head. And typically that wasn't, unless like his family was involved, that wasn't what Worf was. But it very much was in that episode.
Well, let's call that inconsistent writing, and that was one of the problems, I think, with the last Star Trek episodes, is the writing was not as consistent as it could have been.
But, I liked the episode. I just thought that could have been vastly better. And how he was tremendously jealous of anybody that Dax had ever been with.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like it's very inconsistent.
Oh, I didn't get it. Darn it. Didn't I? Maybe I did. There. I'll walk over. Oh, I guess I did get it. As I said, the writing was kind of inconsistent at times.
Yeah, so season 4 was questionable for me. Wasn't bad, it just could have been a lot better.
All right, so let me jump over, get onto a different account.
So is there a value in keeping the low limit things?
Yeah.
So I've got like 3,700 of them. I don't know what I should hold on to them.
Well, one thing you can do is, if you don't need them for yourself, and there's some stuff you could buy, but if you don't need them, put them on the exchange and sell them. You can make some money.
Okay.
At points they'll go for 40,000 a piece.
Each one goes for 40,000?
It can, yeah. The first year I seriously farmed it, I was probably pulling in, let's say 3,000 to 4,000 favors a day and selling them on average for 15 million a stack. I paid for a year's worth of EC in 2 days. And then I learned that if you do that and save them for the following year, put them out just when everybody's going, I'm tired of playing this and I want this stuff, you can make a fortune. So usually I'll try to have 40 to 50,000 of them at the end of each Risa for the next year.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, but that's between that and doing one R&D box per year, I'm usually able to buy 1 or 2 really nice ships without ever opening a lockbox. All right, so let's grab Captain Speed Demon here. Murdoch's, hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. All right, so what I have, I actually did some. You need to do a dreadnought, right?
Just a dreadnought, it's not that hard to figure out.
I need to do a Borg TFO, so if we were to do...
and infected, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, infected, that would give me my TFO, and it would give you 1 of 2 dreadnoughts. Ooh. Yep. What species are you doing, Murdochs? So, hold on. Are you still on your Fed, though? Oh, sorry, you're on your KDF, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm on a Feddy, but let me jump over and see if one of my Klingons can do that with you, then. Gornalicious is still too low, and Momtronics is still too low. Okay, we have to jump back to the other account, then. Oh, Trill. Yeah, I just started a Trill. I'm enjoying it.
So I have 2648 favors.
Okay.
and I'm not sure really what to do with them for now.
Like I said, if you're not going to use them, and there's some stuff.
Yeah, I got an upgrade to the pack just because.
Did you get yourself some rainbow tribbles?
No, there's
Get-
no triples at all.
Get the rainbow tribbles. It increases your critical chance 2.5% per tribble. It stacks to 5, so give one to everybody on your away team.
No, that is useful.
Yeah, it's very useful. Not every tribble has a use offside of Risa, but that's what Ed was talking about earlier. This is one of the times when they're only like 50 credit or 50 favors.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely money well spent. For everybody out there, get yourself 5 rainbow tribbles. If you've got all your bridge officers, or if you don't have all your bridge officers, there's a couple you can buy over at the promenade. Let's see.
I was looking at, there's some incredibly good things to get from the event store.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that I was running into, like there's one that there's a Rising pack that gives you like a plus 90 to kit performance.
Wow. Yeah, that's what they're talking about, the Risian pack. And the kit frame, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be the first re-engineerable kit frame. They're trying it out as an experiment to see if people like the concept.
But the thing that I found most interesting with it was the whole concept of being an elementalist as an engineer.
Yeah.
Where you can do, by using the kit, for every Rising thing that, or every Rising pack you had attached to it,
Mm-hmm.
there was a 20% chance of launching a Rising ability
Sweet.
for every time that the pack was activated.
But that's
And
interesting.
even if you didn't have the module equipped, you could still use the ability.
That's really interesting.
But I was thinking about trying that, and then I realized it's going to cost me about 6,000 favors.
Okay, right now the favor's going for 8.5 million for a stack of 1,000. At the moment, okay, I've got 5,000 just sitting in my main bank, and not a ton on each one, so probably 10,000 across all my accounts at the moment, which isn't where it should be. Murdoch's Risa is so much fun. It's my real summer vacation some years, this year in particular. But the way you make the maximum amount of favors is to play the scavenger hunt, and now that they finally did something fun, they added 50 favors to flying high. It's one of the more fun things you can do. Because it's every 15 minutes, and if you have 6 tunes, you can easily make 1,000 an hour, 1,500 an hour, if you put your mind to it. I have 16 tunes, so making lots is pretty cheap.
I think I have like 2,000 on my Fed tune. But
all right, so I am on a tune. I'm going to send you an invite here. Let's team up, and once you're ready, I'll cue us up. Besides, actually, Murdoch's, while the kit is really cool, the Rainbow Tribble is only 50 favors, but it gives you that 2.5% critical chance, and it's stackable if you get one for each one of your bridge officers, so that means you can get up to a 12.5% critical chance. That's pretty darn good. That in and of itself would be the thing I'd go for. It's cheap. Let's take a look at the event store really quick. No, that's not what I want. Stop clicking that one. There we go. Events, event store, summer event. Yeah. Obviously, while you're here, you need a Risian tribble. Clothes if you're a clothes person, but I'm not a clothes person. I mean, you look at most of this. Speaking of, I'm going to do a moment of bragging here. Let's see if I can find the Aloha shirts. Yeah, I do have enough for that. They have the Hulagorns here, the vintage Hulagorns. That's the one. And then they have the vintage Hula Orions with waves. And they actually made the Hulagorn shirts one year for the developers at Cryptic.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know if you saw them the other day. They were wearing them. No, specialty tribbles never multiply in your inventory. That's why you have to pay for them. If you pay money or EC, or it's not EC, but money or Zen or Lobby for tribbles, then they don't multiply. So aside from that, store, clothes. Okay, I don't care much for any of the emotes, but if you don't have the two dance ones, this is the only place you can get it. There's 600 favors each. Meh.
Thought about getting Cupid, but the Switch doesn't sound very interesting.
The what?
There's a Swish and the Cupid. Those are the two dances.
It's only if you're a completionist and you feel like you absolutely have to have all of them.
I just wish I knew what they look like.
Hang on. Let me see. I don't think I've got Cupid. I know I've got Swish. So yeah, I'd say the kit. I don't think the modules this year are stunning. Do I have? I do not have Cupid. Oh, I don't have either one this year. Okay. So we'll have to get them and show them to you. Yeah, you can access the store any place. It's on the event tab. The only things you can't get year-round, there's a few of the costume things that you have to get, I think, when you're here, like sunglasses.
Holy crap, I'm a dictator. Thank you so much, dude.
What was that? Oh!
Look at your screen.
Hey, hi, Trooper, and thank you. Love all those. Those are all so cute. Grumpy Old Nord, hey. Hi, everybody. How are you all doing? Grumpy Old Nord, question for you, since I know you pay a lot of attention to this. Is there anything you think this year that's really worth getting from the summer events? I like the Rainbow Tribble, just for the boost, and I don't think there's anything from the Caracal. I'm not big on the Vanity Shields. What are the new ones this year? So we have Ball Lightning. Actually, Rasul was talking about Ball Lightning this morning. The recharge on it's a little long, but it was very nice. The Risa kit and the floor is lava. Yeah, the kit you can re-engineer. That's something they were talking about. And if it does reasonably well, they're talking about maybe changing out new kits that will be re-engineerable as well, which would be really nice. The Pikachu ground build, I love it. I love it. That would be awesome. Which is the preferred kit? There is no preferred kit. The board kits have nice features. Honestly, what am I using here? I've just got a generic science kit, and one of them I've got the Imperial Romulan Navy kit. Frost, do you have any kit preferences?
I'm currently using the Starfleet Frontier Science Kit.
That actually, I've seen lots of nice comments about that one.
It's got a 63.8 crit performance. It increases your maximum hit points, increases your shields, increases your weapons damage. It gives you free exothermic induction fields. I like it just because it gives that 10% chance to expose. And it's just a really nice one to have. It's the one I'm using right now. I don't know. Although the Romulan Imperial Navy one is really good too. If you get the set that goes along with it.
Let me say hi to Zanzibar. How are you tonight? Con Normal Colm, who's my favorite captain? Are we talking in-game or are we talking in series? Attacks running Muds can use Starfleet Frontier Kit because free rally cry and the kit spam that Muds plus motivation gives. There's so many benefits that each kit gives that, saying there's a particular kit that's the best, I don't think is fair. The one that works best for the way you play the game is the one that's best.
I used to be really heavy on the board kit because every 7 modules that you used, you get a free board turret.
Right. Which is nice. If we're talking series, Con Normal Colm 97, it would definitely be Picard. Definitely my favorite captain. Who's yours? So I started training in a new area today with super old software, which is really kind of interesting. I mean, it's so old that you have to Alt-Tab to go from screen to screen. So antique. But as I went over to the trainer who's going to show it to me, and she's the only one who knows it, she's got a Star Trek calendar up in her office, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to get along just fine. Always good. Always good.
Good evening, Mom.
Good evening. How are you doing, Musin?
Good. I've secured myself a job again on Second Life. There's no biggie, it's on Second Life, but I secured myself a job again.
That's awesome.
It's been 20 months since I actually did something.
Wow.
It's like not a day has gone by. I just picked up the work like it was nothing.
Connor, thank you. Until now, I read that as Con Normal Colm, not Connor Malcolm. Thank you for pointing that out.
So, here's a little riddle.
Yes.
The love I carry, I can't touch, yet I can hold hundreds of times more of it in the palm of my hand. What is it?
The love I carry, I cannot touch. Try that again. The love I carry, I cannot touch.
Yet I can hold 100 times more of it in the palm of my hand.
I have no clue.
It is the music on my MP3 player.
Ah! Very clever. Very clever.
It is.
I did not see that.
Hey, Connor, here's the reason. Well, here's one of my reasons I like Jean-Luc Picard is because I actually got to go out and have lunch with him and his wife one day, and then got to go to a cocktail party with him one night. So it's like, I know them. And of course, he has no idea who I am, but his wife remembers me every time, so yay, her.
Now here's a funny one.
Okay.
Does William Riker now count for favorite captains?
He
No.
should.
No. Which, I mean, he's a captain.
He was an admiral in Picard.
Right, but he wasn't a captain. He was an admiral.
Yeah, he sat in the command chair of a starship there.
Piffly poofle, everybody did. Yeah, it was totally awesome.
He commanded a fleet, but...
Who's the best chief engineer?
Best chief engineer? Scotty.
Scotty.
No. See, I disagree.
Well, you're wrong.
My favorite chief engineer was Nog.
Nog?
Nog was chief engineer.
My favorite has to be Scotty because Scotty invented the miracle worker.
Hey.
And he had to teach it to Geordi.
Helena says I'm the best chief engineer. Good for you. Okay, shall I queue us up here? Does anybody want to join us to do a little infected conduit real quick?
Oh, I have to log in for that.
Okay.
I just got done working.
Well, no one's going to hold it against you.
Yeah, really.
Log in.
Helena, what's your name in game, and I'll send you an invitation.
That's plenty of reasons why.
Nato. At Miria
No, no, no.
Darkside.
Helena, you're not.
Oh.
Yeah, I know who you
Yeah,
are.
sorry, I'm logging in.
Yeah, no problem. But Helena wanted to
not
join in, so I
seeing
was going to
chat.
send her.
No, I can't see chat because I'm logging in. So I didn't know.
I just increased all of my damage by about 40%.
Oh god. Support carriers coming and
Yep.
new pets?
Yep.
Oh, I looked at the support carrier for mine. I mean, I love my Vanguard carrier, but the way the new one looks, so nice.
I love the way Serena looks.
See, I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to get a Lost Arena, so I mean, fight
Actually-
me, all of you.
Hey, if you're joining us, we're running Federation.
What? I'm KDF.
I know you are. I'm talking to people who are in the game who are trying to join us, who are in chat.
Oh, so, okay.
But yeah, I used to work in live music hosting and I got back into that.
Well, excellent.
Well, congratulations, man.
Yeah, it'll earn me my my cash so that I don't actually have to use my cash.
So, I mean, let me ask you a question. I'm not trying to diminutize Second Life or anything, but does that currency actually translate to the real world?
Yes.
So it
Oh
is-
yes.
So people can actually like have an actual living off of Second Life.
Oh, if you start a business and you're good at making mesh models and rigging to the bodies, and you can make your own clothes there, then if you're successful, you're gonna see money coming in and you'll have enough to make it worth taking it out to the real world.
Wow, because I mean, it's interesting that you mentioned that because my roommate and I in college, we were both computer animators before I went into cybersecurity.
Oh,
And
well,
one-
if you
one
can
thing that I did
make
for
motion caption animations, then yeah, there is money in it too.
Hey,
Because
Well,
all those
well-
avatars need to animate.
Musin,
when-
we're running KDF, not Fed.
Oh,
Got a KDF?
not of that level.
Okay.
Oh,
Anybody else want to do KDF with us? Hey, Casey Chiefs fan. Boy, I want to make that Chiefs fan.
I mean, I'm happy to help anybody else out.
Well, why don't we do yours and then we'll switch out and we'll do something for other people? How's that?
Yeah, it's just I don't want to have my Fed character pick up on the endeavors because he doesn't need them. He's done.
He's just done? He's got all
Well, I mean, I don't have anything else I want to do with him. I've done literally everything I want to do with him.
Yeah, but it'll affect your other tunes too.
I know, but the endeavor perks will affect the other tunes, but the actual boxes, I want to get on this character so I can get her up a bit more.
Well, we've got room for 3 people in KDF. Helena, what is your handle as well as your @? And I can do that. What's your name in the game? And by the way, this is only on PC, not on console. Theron, you're more than welcome to join us. Just give me some names so I can give you names and invite you.
That's right. I had the Zen thing to do.
I mean, the other reason I was asking about that, Mason, the roommate I was telling you about, he works for I don't know, I can't, the name is escaping me. I remember it. The visual effects company of same guy that did Lord of the Rings.
You mean ILM?
No,
No, there's another one?
yeah, there's considerably more than that. ILM is basically a relic now. What's the freaking name? Why can't I remember it?
Wait, what? Bad Robot?
No.
No.
Because this is bad.
Yeah, Wedded Digital.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I just
Yeah.
saw the name. Just now.
My friend Joe is the senior puppeteer for
That's
Weta
cool.
Digital,
That is very cool.
and he has the job that I've wanted since I was 3. So I hate him a little bit, but I couldn't be happier for him.
All right, I'm going to try and invite you guys. Just get Mike in there. Okay. Okay, Helene, I'm going to try and add you first since you had asked first, and then Darren will try and add you next. Player not found. Elena, you're playing on console, right? Or sorry, you're on PC, right? Let's make sure I'm not sticking in an extra thing. There.
You're breaking things, Mom.
I am. There we go. I think. There was an extra space in there that it didn't need. Did you get the invitation? Apparently, yes, you did.
Should I play this?
Okay, Darren, I've sent you an invitation. Let's see, voice actor for Picard or Janeway in Stowe. Yeah, I bet they would love to see that too. It would be expensive. Really expensive, but holy moly. Yeah, let me know when you're ready, and we will launch.
Give me 1 second. I want to.
Yeah. No, I'm waiting. Somebody wanted to switch out chips, so it's fine.
Oh God, my arm is killing me. Remember, stretching is important, everybody.
Yes, it is.
I just started a new exercise routine. My body is hating me for it.
I hit the gym today after work, which is, it's been 6 months since I last went to martial arts class, and wow, I was not doing good today. And my instructor's like, yeah, you need to get back to class. I'm thinking, no, I'd be mortified if I get back there. You joined our Discord, because, hold up, hold on a second. That link should work, unless Pi's changed something. Hold on a second. If you join Discord, oh, hang on a second there. All right, now I have to figure out how Pi puts everybody into quarantine and gets them back out. Pi, where are you when I need you? He's got a great system. He puts everybody into quarantine, and then he hasn't told me how we get them out. Okay, I'll rephrase that. He hasn't told me how we get people out of quarantine. Hey, DT, if you're still listening, do you know how to get people out of quarantine? Good. I like how Pi's not on, DT's not on, leaving me to be technical. This is not a good thing. That's really weird. Zanzibar, you are definitely in there. You're one of the crew, so you should be able to be in our chat.
Yeah, here we go. Problem. Oh well, I guess I'll wait for my buddy to come on.
Well, I will have to figure out how Pi has hidden everybody, so my apologies to everybody out there. Yeah, no, we have people come in all the time and just spam us, so Pi set up everybody going into quarantine, and if I can find your name, we're good. Sometimes. If I can't find your name, then I do the eye roll. Oops, hang on a second there. Ha ha ha, he's smarter than I thought. Let's put you into Fearless Allies and out of there. And all right, you're both Fearless Allies. You should be able to join us. And now no one's in quarantine, so we're good. So if you'd like to join us, we are live.
Oh my gosh, this new skin is amazing.
All right, is everybody ready? And I
I'm
will
ready.
cue us up. Okay, little infected. That would have been fun and mean of me. Flashy green. I don't even have flashy green lights. That's weird.
You broke it, Mom.
I did break it. Darn me. Flashy green lights and a wee-woo?
I got it.
Wee-woo! Wee-woo. So I have 5 tunes that had not done the Makbara yet for the Master Relaxer accolade. And since it's only for like 5 minutes every 2 hours, I got all of them up there waiting in place, and then it went off at 6:30 this morning, so as Ed and I were having to bounce back and forth to get all 5 of them logged in. But I got it done. Good evening, Mr. Dave. How are you doing tonight? All right, here we go.
Ooh, that new Jamaharon one looks really nice.
That's what I was saying.
Yep.
Oh my.
Just for that, it'd be worth it for me.
And I'm happy they put in a tier 6 Cathian. Like, thank you. That'll make a hell of a lot of people happy.
Mr. Dave, you should jump in and join us, but we can always play Klingons with you. Connor, if you were to use an Odyssey-class starship, what setup would you use? Engineering, tech, or sci? That's a good question. I probably wouldn't use science, because that's not in my opinion, not the ideal ship for it.
I've looked at the actual stats, and the best one stats-wise, we're not taking stations into account, was the tactical one. So using the tactical Audi as a base to build on. Though I would look at the stations.
The thing with Psi is you can turn a ship into a good science build, but it's hard to turn it into a great science build without a lot of time and energy. It all depends on how much time you want to put into it.
Well, the most important part is always going to be the stations for your bridge officers, depending what kind of build you're wanting to do.
I don't know if it's the most important part.
Yeah, because console-wise, you have so many options to build it that the actual consoles don't matter. If you want to do a science build, you of course want the most science consoles. But other than that, there's so much universal stuff that just can go anywhere. That is part of like very powerful builds.
Crap. What do you mean, oh crap?
No, they don't like the fact that I'm not helping them operate.
what you for damage would want is just a lot of tactical consoles, a tactical ship.
I picked a fight with a whole bunch of them, and they didn't like that.
But out of the 3 Odysseys in the bundle, the tactical one is the, in my eyes, superior one.
Yours is the superior mind. Sorry, I had to do that.
Well, it's more like turn rate and hull total and that sort of stuff actually differs on them. And since I bought the bundle way back when it came out, the original Odyssey bundle.
Wow, that goes back a ways.
Yeah, I bought that right away when it came out as a bundle. And like, of course, unpacked all 3 of them, got all 3 consoles, and then it's like, but which one of the 3 am I going to fly? And I ended up with the tactical one. And I parked it in my space dock, my dry dock, and I kept flying out my Sovereign class starship because I liked it better.
I have a couple of good science builds, and the way I used to play, which was much more defensive, having a big tanky ship was nice. That was then, this is now.
Yeah, I like the Sovereign, always have. But when I joined the game, and like Sovereign was new and fresh, and they had the Regent skin, yeah.
Well,
I of course wanted.
Bad idea there.
Look at the little tiny ship in the center.
Hey, we missed the objective.
I did my best.
It is cute though.
Wow. Really? I should make a KDF tune.
You should make a KDF tune.
A Romulan alien KDF aligned tune.
Well, tactical. I love me my Rami, so you know.
Yeah, no, but a tactical one. And make like a torpedo boat, have Augie help me on that.
Yeah, it's
like, what objective?
It's the one thing I was kind of hesitant on those new ships is the turn radius is like, ugh. 5. Come on. That's the worst out there. I don't think there's
what? This thing you're flying?
No, not the thing I'm flying. The new ships that are coming out, the new carriers. They have an awful turn radius.
Does that compare to the Universe and the Valkys and stuff?
It's a 5.
Because those have... Okay.
It's just awful. But like I said, if you build it up as a massive tank, you don't have to worry about getting the heck out of Dodge. You can take the hit.
Okay, well, that's the same as the Valkys. That's a turn rate of 5. Ugh. Thought so. I'm like, they're...
Well, is that meaning it's a good brick or a bad brick? Bricks can be very effective for building houses, for smacking people upside the head.
Oh, you can build houses with them?
It's been known to happen, yeah.
I knew there was something else that was useful. It turned into glue. Simply need glue.
It's a good brick.
Space.
What do I think about Lower Decks? I have now seen 1 episode, and it's okay. It's not horrible. It's not horrible, but it's not funny. I think
Mom to admit it wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible. I will withhold judgment till I see a couple episodes, but It really feels like most shows in the first season, they don't really know where they want to go with it. And so they're just throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Isn't that about entire marketing?
Yeah, it is. It is, absolutely.
Except for I think they use real spaghetti.
Yes, I use real spaghetti too when I'm throwing things at the wall. What do I think of Star Trek Discovery? I was forced to watch it because I promised 2 people I would. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. Anson Mount was good. That was, I think, the only good thing in the entire thing. I love Michelle Yeoh, and she was meh. And the script writing was blah. The acting was blah. The technical stuff was blah. I hated the Klingons. I hated what they did to them. Just horrible, horrible stuff. I agree. Pike was the only good part of Disco. It was just... It ruined characters. Amazingly, I actually happen to like Picard, though. It wasn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It sure as heck wasn't TNG, but it wasn't meant to be TNG. But if you wanted a story that was basically character-driven and not pew-pew driven, not bad. The weird thing about Pike... Oh, I agree. Actually, it was a comment a couple of people have made. Pike happens to be from the same town my husband's from, which I just thought was really weird. I mean, it's a big country, and to be from basically a relatively small town. Though I'm sure they're a couple of generations apart.
At least.
Yeah. Disco would have been better without Burnham. Yeah. But you know what? No. WC had a really good take on taking the same plot, the same story, the same script, but with a little bit better direction and difference in how the positioning was done on it. In other words, don't start at the beginning where this was. Start her already in prison and show it as being a redemption arc and have her work towards her redemption. That could have been great. Well, somebody pointed out that cursing will probably be different in the future, and so why the heck are they using 21st century cursing when they're living in the 23rd century?
I think by that time, see, that's one of the things that I believe they addressed pretty well in DS9 as well. And I'm only saying this because I've recently watched it.
Yeah.
Little Green Men, the episode in season 3, I want to say, in which they were talking about when they were trapped on Earth in 1947 or whatever.
Yeah.
They were trying to get their universal translators to work and everything. The whole point of universal translators was to have it make sense in your own language. So it wouldn't matter what the colloquialism was; it was going to make sense to you, and that was something they touched on in there. So I mean, it makes sense that yes, if you go by like firefight standard stuff like that, they did it right. They had Chinese integrate into the main lexicon. People basically spoke in conversational English when they were trying to do a deal, but when things got dangerous, when things got heated, they switched to Chinese in order. They did it right. I think that a lot of people could have learned a lot from Joss Whedon, especially in that.
So true. There are so many better authors out there. Mr. Dave, you're talking about tardigrades. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Don't get me started on tardigrades.
No, Burnham was not too Vulcan for a human. She wasn't even a Vulcan. You know, the stoicism, the control of emotions wasn't there. She was right on the edge of everything all the time.
Yeah, but that's just the act. The only thing that Burnham tried to, assimilate from the Vulcan culture
Yes.
was to have a poker face, and she failed at that too.
Okay. She cried constantly and seemed unhinged. I will tell you, by the time I got into the second season, I was watching it with my thumb on the fast forward, going, okay, they're talking, fast forward to the next talking scene, listen to it, fast forward to the next talking scene, listen to it, fast forward. Sounds like your prime minister. Yeah, but did she wear weird socks? Well, I don't know about Tilly stealing the show. I think Tilly did a much better job in Star Trek Online than she did in the series. I think she's awesome in this compared to how she was in the TV show. Which says,
but that's because here she's the Mirror Universe version.
No, she's her.
And those are...
No. Don't forget she's also in the opening arc for the Discovery tunes.
Okay.
But they...
that performance.
Yeah, they toned down the things that wouldn't have actually put her on a starship. She was too random to have been where she was. Well, Burnham was...
Yeah, she had... Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say Burnham was a flawed character. The thing is, you have to identify that you are a flawed character to become interesting to people and attempt to redeem yourself or to make the flawed character flawed and live with it, not just try to shove it down people's throats. Good example is in Stephen A. Donaldson's White Gold Wielder. Main character is a horrible person. Acknowledges that he's a horrible person, makes no attempts to redeem himself for most of the story arc, and in the end still doesn't, but is a fascinating character nonetheless. I would hate to try and write that as a movie, though nobody would like it.
What I don't really get is why they even put Burnham in jail.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Okay, so Burnham gets stripped of her rank and sent off to jail.
Right.
Because she started a war with the Klingons, who weren't really interested in what the Federation had to say in the first place. So is it really her fault the war started?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Mr. Dave said something and I didn't see it, Mr. Dave, so I'll catch it here. Star Trek has always been about working together as a crew to get missions done. This was polar opposite from the first show to the last. To this day, they don't have an established captain. Actually, that's an excellent point. That is a really good point. Yeah, I mean, there are times, obviously, that you have people who haven't established their relationship with the captain, or it's in flux. Things are good, things are bad. But yeah, that's an excellent point. Thank you, Mr. Dave, for pointing that out to me that I didn't see it before.
See, I only disagree on one point.
Yes?
There was the Red Squad in the Federation, and I don't know how much people know about that, but the Red Squad was a super elite group of cadets that did the job of regular army. And in the multiple episodes that I've seen them in, they did have remarkably in-depth relationships with one another.
Yeah.
And I've never seen that in any of the other shows. Like, they try to do it in DS9, failed pretty horribly. Like Avery Brooks, Captain Sisko doesn't really connect with anybody. He tries to stay out of it, and the relationships he is in, he's not ever really serious in it, and it never really progresses into something that you want to see. Same thing with Picard. Same thing with Scott Bakula's character. Same thing with Janeway. And the same thing with the captain. So I appreciate that. But in Red Squad, in the time you'd actually seen him do something, and at least one episode that he was a captain, he seemed to be very intent on everybody in the ship's well-being as people, not as just officers of the Federation. Yeah. I thought that was fairly well done.
Yeah. Well, you can see how they establish and Kirk will be the exception here, where they have a very established captain is kind of a step away from the crew and from his officers. Obviously, he can at times chill and be part of them, and that's really obvious in TNG, Voyager. Enterprise a little less so. He was a little bit more engaged, especially with Trip and to an extent Reed, to an extent to Paul, but there were some relationships there, friendships at least. But you don't see it in DS9, you don't see it in Voyager, and you really don't see it in TNG, at least for the first couple of seasons, and actually really not strongly until the last ones. I like Toshi. Yeah, the captain's life is often a lonely one. Good point, Sav. I like Hoshi. She was actually an interesting character, badly written at times, and underutilized a lot of the time. Merriweather or Mayweather, whatever his name was. Same thing. Man, massively underwritten. And they could have done something with it. But if you're not going to write the character, don't put him in the show. Give somebody else that character arc and build it into them. I actually liked Reed. Trip was fun, yes.
I didn't like Reed that much.
He had his moments.
Yeah, but there was something about him, and then, he turns out to be more than just an officer. I felt that was kind of...
Mr. Dave says, I was surprised at how sexualized Toshi and Paul were in Enterprise. Very much so. And actually, it's one of the reasons I didn't like their characters as much as I could have. Hoshi, I thought, was better. T'Pol was definitely...
Yeah, T'Pol, definitely. That outfit for her was especially made to attract the attention of the male viewer.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
At least sometimes subtlety works really well. Yes, Sav, T'Pol had a nice bum.
With Hoshi, at least, she wore the uniform of the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've got Counselor Troy, kind of the same thing. I mean, that wasn't done just because the character was different than other people. She was a second officer.
As has been pointed out here, 7 of 9, no, she wasn't sexualized at all. Yeoman Rand, and sex appeal has been in since TOS. So true. So true.
Mm-hmm.
Dax's uniform got tighter and tighter as the series went on. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, around the waist.
Wow.
Yeah, she starts out with very little waist, and as the seasons go by, she gets that really waspy, thinner waistline in the outfit. It's like they were putting her in a corset underneath.
Women can have sex appeal without resorting to TNA. Absolutely. If you want something, in my opinion, that's extremely attractive, would be Japanese woman, or any woman in a Japanese kimono, the proper ones with multiple layers. There is nothing overt there. Everything is completely concealed, and the mystique, the mystery of what's underneath it or what's not underneath it, really interesting. Yeah, TNA is lazy writing. It can be, yes. Now, that said, everybody remembers the silver catsuit for 7 of 9, right? With the ribbing.
That was not sexualized. She needed that for regenerative purposes.
Yeah, right.
Yes, regenerative.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how they had this, it wasn't stitching, she actually had something on underneath it to give what looked like rib supports in there. I think she was saying
very uncomfortable corset
to the extent
that she had to wear.
Yeah, to the extent that she was getting massive bruises from it, and they had to. That's why they switched it out so fast. The thing is, Jerry Ryan's character was a good character. She didn't need this outfits.
Mm-hmm. I feel she has a beautiful face, and that was what they should have focused on.
I will say I love her in Picard because she's just a good character.
Yeah.
I liked her in, I saw her in Jerry Ryan in a show called Leverage.
Yeah, I loved her in Leverage. She was great in Leverage.
I didn't see that until actually very recently, but I realized before she was in Voyager, and it was very, very well done.
Yeah.
I thought that she represented, a con or a grifter very, very well.
If you want sex appeal on your character and you don't want to go with TNA, then you go with the girl next door, that natural beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Really pretty eyes, really pretty lips, just a picture of a face, and that's the thing that's going to attract the guys. They don't need TNA.
Yeah, as Connor points out here, when Seven took over the Borg cube, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like Kaylee from Firefly, absolutely augmented, absolutely.
So, I was in a role play group,
Mm-hmm.
and my character had once been assimilated and serving as a Borg queen for a storyline.
Wow.
We encountered a cube after the Picard episode in the group, and obviously I had to. We were massively outnumbered by a bunch of other factions trying to get at the cube. So instead of continuing the fight ship to ship, I beamed aboard the cube, took that thing over, and turned it on our enemies.
Connor, this is what happens sometimes. We get chatting and it goes off in bizarre directions. Who knows?
Yeah, the episode was really fresh in our minds. It had just aired, so I just couldn't resist.
Lexers over in the Strike Group chat says, come on, Dr. Crusher was a lady, because somebody was referring to her being sexualized, I think. Maybe it's just offset one.
I didn't feel that so
No,
much.
I thought that Counselor Troy was sexual. It's not Dr.
Definitely, but yeah, with
There
Beverly...
were sexualized scenes with Crusher,
Yeah.
but she wasn't sexualized while on duty, right? Her uniform was not sexualized.
No, and she
unlike
always had...
Troy, who was always in something.
Ooh.
But they did do that scene with the stretching and the
Yeah,
fitness that they...
so 90s. It was horrible. ZD
Oh my
Films
God.
just released the Support Carrier debut vid, if anybody wants to see it. His work, by the way, is just fantastic.
Yeah, but she had it covered up by that lab coat.
I mean, I have to say the same thing about Tasha Yar. I mean, I don't think that she should have been dismissed the way that she was. I mean, I guess I kind of understand it, but
She quit.
no, I understand. Well, I thought she left, but because of the her being in adult films thing coming out. But the thing I was trying to figure out was she was always in uniform, and she was always very capable and very effective as a woman in a very typically masculine role.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, it was not because of her adult film past. Because if that's the case, then Sylvester Stallone has no career.
No, I'm not. See, when a man does it, it's not fair. But when a man does it, they tend to forget pretty quickly. When a woman does it, they remember it forever. It's just like anybody else that has any kind of an agenda.
There's a question here.
You can capitalize on a woman there.
Who was in adult films?
I heard that Tasha Yar was.
Denise Crosby was
Denise
indeed in a
She was in Red Shoes
adult.
Diary.
And
Oh, and she did Playboy. Yeah, that's...
and
It's still an adult film.
The thing is, so was Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And
I'm
like,
not saying that, but
to me,
I don't disagree with you. I think you're right.
There's no difference there, and yeah.
I agree with you 100%. I just think that that was a character they had made incredibly attractive without exposing herself in any way.
Drunken Heretic says Gates McFadden had a falling out with the series lawyer. I heard she had a falling out with the series producers. That's why she left.
Okay.
Cameron Diaz did porn too. I don't actually care if people do porn. That's up to you.
No, I mean I don't either. But I mean, it's the Christian right that tends to be all on ours of these things. I mean, entertainment is entertainment in my I mean, unless you're doing things like
there's some Angelina Jolie entertainment too.
Yeah.
Like,
but I mean, you get it. You get any kind of a family-friendly kind of atmosphere, and then you allow anybody that has any kind of a color to the class to get involved, and they're gonna get.
Git says men don't face the same consequences as women for the same things. That's true.
That's entirely it. Yeah. It's not fair.
Absolutely.
Definitely should have focused.
But the thing is, what actor does not show skin in exchange for money on film?
Well, a lot of them
Terry
don't.
Crews. I'm joking.
Like, you pay enough money, they'll show skin.
Oh, that's not true. Not uniformly. Depends on how desperate you are. Things like that. A lot of people don't. But that said, I don't actually care. Oh, Sav, you just like Terry Crews. That's why DT built Macho Camacho. Welcome to Star Trek After Dark. So true. So true. Brown chicken, brown cow. Yeah. This
brown chicken, brown cow.
Yeah, brown chicken, brown cow. Bow chicken, bow wow.
Wow.
Yeah, brown chicken, brown cow.
I hadn't heard that before.
So, have you heard? Rick is Morty.
Pardon?
Rick is Morty.
Rick is Morty.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
They released an anime in which, if you follow the story correctly, you get
rigor mortis.
You get the answer that Rick is Morty. Now, the animation was made as a special, but it refers to the mainline universe in multiple instances. And yeah, Rick is Morty.
They hinted on that like really early on though, because he was already have a relationship with, and it was just how
there's this one scene earlier in the series where there's a whole bunch of Mortys being educated, being schooled, and there's one Rick sitting there asking if he finally graduated.
Hey, I have to jump tracks here for just a second. Duffy and Sav, VCR was not invented for porn, and neither was Betamax, but when the two were competing, VCRs versus Betamax, VCR was the one that was easier to use and cheaper to produce, and so a lot of people went to downloading their homemade porn onto VCR because they could do it readily and easily. Betamax was much more expensive, and the tapes were shorter, harder to get hold of, and it's one of the reasons VCRs lasted for a long time, long after Sony was out of the Betamax business. So, yeah.
And there is still the possibility to this day to buy Betamax videotapes.
Yeah, you can still buy VHS videotapes. But
I want to say the best is getting a Betacam videotape.
Oh my god.
Of high quality, and then using it on a Betamax recorder, because then the videotape goes slower and is longer, and you have really high quality image.
You have better quality, but tape is
it's not digital media.
It's not digital media.
but I still love beta.
Yes. Yeah, back in the day I had everything on beta and finally bit the dust. All right, so hey, before I have to log off, because I actually have to go to bed because I have work to do in the morning, anybody want to do a last mission for the evening?
I guess if
I
my
have to go take care of some
PvP
of your
build works.
Hey, you know, Pornhub is interesting. There is a podcast that I listen to called, oh God, what is it called? Citation Needed. I don't care for their politics, but it's really funny. And they pick a subject, and once a year they do the Pornhub review of the year for, you know, what's new and hot in porn.
Oh, you're still on the KDF, I see.
I'm still on KDF. I can switch. Okay. I'm going to switch over to Fed, just so we can get some other folks in. All right, I'm going to team us up on Fed if anybody would like to join. I don't know what the heck we're doing. What do I want to do? Who do I want to play? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll take the kid back out. Gornhub. There you go, Augmented Dictator. Gornhub.
No, I'll go.
Okay. Wow. Got Nato. I've got Trooper. Got room for 2 more. Who else is joining me? Wow, we got 3 people who want to join. Let's grab people who haven't been in one yet today. You okay?
Jeez.
Frost, are you okay?
Yeah, my daughter was looking for something.
Okay.
She didn't want to
Honestly,
what it was.
It sounded like you were yeah, Augmented said the same thing. It sounded like you were throwing up.
No, sorry, I wasn't. I was picking up my headset.
Just making
I
sure.
apologize.
Oh, God, zip drive.
I used Fireware. That's how bad I was.
Mini disc.
Back in the day, I was chatting with my then boss, Muhammad, and I had finished putting together a presentation for the American Association of Blood Banks, and I'd put it on a 3¼ inch floppy. No, I put it on a CD, big CD. And I'm like, you know, I got the entire thing on this one CD, and he goes, yeah, give it 2 years, and that'll be like nothing. I'm like, nah, no, it's never going to be better than this. Yeah. All right, purging. You're purging. All right, what should we do? Okay, we have to wait for Trooper. What are we going to do? We can go random, but God knows what that'll give us. Or we can pick out something. Yeah. I actually had to go out and get an external disc player recorder so that I could actually watch some of my old stuff. Okay, yeah. I want to see that. Gorn ship with the IKS Gorn hub. Somebody's got to give us something to do. I feel bad for my temporary bosses trying to train me in my new software because normally they're all at home working from home and they all had to come in to teach me. Poor guys. Poor guys. Trooper, let me know when you're back.
Well, I'm going to head out.
Okay.
It has been an awesome night, and I will see you guys later.
Take care, Frost. Be safe and no more throwing up.
Yeah, I wasn't perfect.
No.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Sav, I was going for the more innocent version of Black Beauty. Yeah, ZE Films is freaking awesome. He had and maybe still has some tutorials on using demo record. that was awesome. Okay, I'm going to go for random since nobody's given me a suggestion. Is that okay?
I'm good with anything.
Okay. God knows what we're going to get. Weewoo?
Corfez.
No, that won't come up. Did you guys get a weewoo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's find out what we got.
Weewoo.
Yeah, thank God it's not Corfez. That would be horrible. We did it on purpose once, and that was horrible.
Yeah. So you got 4 Science with you. Good thing I'm not a Science build. Science captain, but my
Cure
ship
found.
sure ain't
Not
science.
bad. Not bad.
I'm tiny. I'm pretty. I'm exactly what needs to be here.
Well, let's just keep an eye on the king there. You know, Sav, I did a major change at work recently. I went from a extremely well-paying but incredibly boring job to a not well-paying job that's definitely not boring. But gives me reason to, think, do I want to stay in this field? Yeah, at my age, maybe it's worth it. So what am I missing here?
Bright light.
Yes, oop, thank you. Oh good, I've got a few heals on this one. Hey Sav, have you considered doing something like becoming a business analyst? If you've got a bunch of skills and at least something for a degree and something related to business, you can get credentials as a business analyst that allows you to go to other businesses and help them figure out what the heck's going on with theirs and making money on the side.
There you go.
Obviously, traveling for a living right now isn't fun, but...
Nice.
Sav, business analyst for Pornhub. There you go. All right, everybody, I'm going to log off. I'm going to go to bed. So thanks to everybody who joined us. We had a great night tonight. Thank you very much for being here, Augmented Dictator. Hi, DTs. Good to see you. Drunken Heretic, thank you. Sav, appreciate all the porn. Always good to have a little porn in your life. KC, Chiefs fan. Mike Andrews, thank you. Pacheco, nice to see you too. Who else was out there tonight? Theron, Pacheco. No, I already said hi to you, Pacheco. Theron was there. Helena, nice to meet you. Total Mark, thank you for being here. Duffy, obviously you, Musin, and Ed was here earlier. Total Mark, am I getting through everybody? Everybody was here. You guys are all freaking awesome, you know that? Okay, so we're going to be back at 6:30 tomorrow morning with Ed doing something or another related to the Klingons. Oh, yeah, we're doing the Delta Quadrant. Oh, God. They still won't let us kill Neelix. Gosh darn it. So everyone, I don't have a good ending video at the moment. Working on that, so you'll have to settle for... What am I going to put out there? What am I going to put out there? Here, we'll do a Risa postcard. All right, everyone, have a great night. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.